Hi, my name's Pete Burrows from Towing and Trailers. I'm going to discuss in this video different types of hubs that you would see on trailers. I've got a few braked examples sat in front of me, and the importance of offsets and why the hubs are the way they are. At the back, I've got 3 brake drums that are all 200 by 50 mil braked, and they're all the types that we would have on our suspension units by not Avonride. In front, I've got 3 different brands that are a similar size, a similar type. We've got an Alco drum here, which is a large shield bearing that is similar to the X series Avonride hub. We've got a Peak brake here, a Peak drum here that is it's got taper roller bearings and is designed for a centre nave wheel, and Avonride have an R series hub which does the same thing. And we have an indispension here. The indispension is for offset wheels on taper roller bearings, which is the same as the Avonride A series. The reasons for the hubs being laid out different and for different types of wheels is down to the offset. At the side of me, I have 2 rims. This is a 10-inch rim on a 4-stud 5.5 inch. And if you look, the plate in the middle is sat centrally in the wheel. That is known as a centre nave rim or a 0 offset. Then I've got a 13-inch rim here with a 100mm PCD, and where it bolts onto the hub is further out, leaving a big void at the back, and this is what's known as an offset. On a 100mm PCD 13-inch rims, most of them are the same offset as this, which is 30mm offset, and the rim itself does say ET30 to show the offset on it. These hubs want loading correctly. The bearings need loading evenly. So these 2 hubs here are designed for centre nave wheels. The reason they're designed for centre nave wheels is they have a bearing sat out here towards the front and a bearing sat inside at about this point, and a centre nave wheel would go down between the bearings and load the front and rear bearing equally, which prolongs the life of the bearing. An offset drum, such as these, doesn't have a nose that sticks out the front with the bearing in. The bearings are sat within the hub, so the front taper roller bearing lays virtually level with the hub face, and the rear one is sat further back inside, right back here, and the centre line would be approximately 30mm back. So this hub and this hub and this hub are all designed for a 30mm offset, because the centre of the load runs down the middle of the bearings when you've got a 30mm offset. The indispension, I'm not entirely sure on the offset, but it will be 25 or 30mm on this hub. We do often see problems, especially with this hub, where the manufacturer will use this hub and then put the centre nave wheel on, and the outer bearing fails. And we've seen this hub used by one manufacturer, and it's had an offset wheel put on, and when the offset wheel's put on, the nose breaks round this point where it sticks out, and the outer bearing breaks off. The life of the bearing, if you use the wrong type of wheel, will be shortened drastically. So when you're buying a hub, make sure that you have got a particular unit that is designed for the offset of your wheel. We do try and state in our website whether they are designed for a certain offset. Most are designed for 30mm or zero offset, whereas a 30mm you would use with anything from 20 to 40mm offset, and the zero offset you would use with wheels that are, say, -10 to 10mm offset. But the optimum offset to be used with these is 30mm, and the optimum to be used with these is zero. We like Avon Ride because they have a choice of drum. You can have taper roller bearings, sealed bearings, and with the taper rollers you can have centre nave or offset wheels. Unfortunately, sealed bearings are too large to make them stick out the front, so nobody tends to make a sealed bearing hub for centre nave wheels. We do see a lot of people, due to this, using the incorrect hubs for the rim. For any further information for buying suspension units, please see the details below with links to our website and a little bit more information.